Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has officially been launched in Beijing. It's a new international financial institution that may rival the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. For more details on this, Ming Tian is in Beijing for us with the latest. Hi there.
Hi, Phil. Delegates from 50 countries signed articles of agreement that determine each member's share and the bank's initial capital. The bank has $100 billion of authorized capital with an initial payment of $20 billion. The AIIB was initiated by China in 2013 and will fund Asian energy, transport, and infrastructure projects. It has gained 57 prospective founding members from Europe to Asia and Africa. The bank will be headquartered in Beijing and is expected to start operation by the end of the year. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has three major layers of operation: governors, directors, and senior management. Regional countries hold a majority of the stakes, with 75% of initial capital, and will stay above 70% should the bank get more capital in the future. Experts say the ratio reflects the dynamics of growing importance of Asia in the global economy.
The fact that developing countries make up for a majority of the voting power illustrates the changes in the world economy and also shows these economies' determination to jointly push forward regional development.
The second parameter in deciding the subscribed capital amount is member countries' economic weight. As the largest economy in Asia, China is expected to hold the biggest share, with just over 30%.
The proportion is based on each prospective member's total economic output. Their weight is distributed according to the gross domestic product. So if your GDP figure takes up a large share among member countries, then you will get corresponding stakes in the bank.
Voting power is another key topic. China holds around 26% of the voting power. Officials say that there are three voting mechanisms for the bank, namely majority, special majority, and supermajority, which require 50%, 66%, and 75% of the voting power, respectively. Minister Shi says China does not seek the so-called veto power.
The current situation is not something that China meticulously seeks, but rather it is based on rules everyone agrees to. Since China has a large GDP, then based on the calculation method, it has these stakes and voting power. And the AIIB is almost certain to add new members. When new members join the board, everyone else, including China's stakes and voting power, will be diluted. China's voting share will be smaller than it is now.
Officials say the next immediate task is to wait until at least 10 member states that hold over 50% of stakes approve the agreement before the bank can move on to the next steps. Well, Phil, now that the bank has an initial agreement, other tasks will need approval, such as environment safeguards, procurement practices, recruitment of staff, and even examining qualified projects. Asia is in great need of infrastructure building, and the annual capital demand could hit as much as $700 billion. But the current lending facilities cannot meet this target. Analysts say the AIIB is complementary to the existing arrangements, such as the World Bank and Asian Development Bank. They also say since emerging economies hold majority weights in the bank, it may become an effective multilateral agency in lifting global governance. Back to you, Phil.
All right, great. Thank you.